Hi, I'm Gerry from Gerry's Craft Room, and in this video I'm going to make a few more cards with the Tonic Studios Craft Kit. And I cut a sentiment out of the Speciality card and out of white card, and I add glue to the back of the pink Specialty card. I use the Tacky glue, and this has a very fine tip which works great for work like this. And I'm going to glue it to the white card, just a little offset to create a light shade effect, not too much, because then the sentiment gets a bit hard to read. I add some foam tape to the back to create some dimension, and I use the non-stick multi-cutter, which is great with foam tape, and I tape the whole piece to the purple card that's under it, and I'm cutting it straight down. And the reason for that is that I get the right size that fits in between the lines, or is the right size to fit on the card. I also add some foam tape pieces around the word to support the middle part. By the way, I added the products I used in the description box for you, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. Now for me, when I get a kit like this, I always want to make projects with the items from the kit and add as little as possible. It's a great way to get really creative and think outside the box. I always like that. I add a piece of mirror card to a white note card, and I'm going to add a black card on top of it. And then I add the card with the sentiment. By the way, if you feel inspired, I always love to see your make, so don't forget to tag me at Gerry's Craft Room when you share your work on social media. And to finish, I add some pre-made drops, and I use the same color drops as a glue. And here is the finished card. For the second card I cut a sentiment and glued it to a mat. And I cut another mat and cut that in half. And I'm going to tape it to the back of the sentiment, just sticking out a little bit from under. And I add another one with the satin mirror card. And this gives some pretty dimension in a different way. I'm going to assemble the card with all the layers I cut. I have a square of the pink card and I cut off a strip to create a fun element. I love adding little details like this using the paper, and it's really easy with a fun effect. tape the black card in place and add the pink corner piece next to it. And now I add the pink piece in the middle and I'm going to finish with the sentiment. I add some pre-made drops with a glue pen. You can also use the tape runner on the bigger pieces or the same color drops as a glue. Especially on the smooth surface, this will work great. For the last card I use the tape runner. I'm so used to using my tape that I forgot to use the tape runner. Anyway, I found this works best on a smooth but not too slippery surface, but you just try it yourself. It could be the best new craft supply you ever had. I'm adding the paper to the side of the card this time with a little edge of the previous color popping out from under. And then I'm going to add the sentiments, the middle one with the tape runner and the open ones with the glue. I wipe away any excess glue and I put the acrylic block on it to let them dry. And then I go crazy with my drops again. This gives the card that fun touch and makes it a bit less serious. And then after I put my drops on, I'm going to put it in a safe place to let it dry. This is what it looks like after drying. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and make sure to keep on crafting.